Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting edition of Boyographic, the show in which I, Matt the Game Boy, will take you through the highs and lows of the Game Boy library one cart at a time. This week we'll be looking at a remake of an NES classic, it's Adventure Island. I must admit that I was not looking forward to playing Adventure Island. I was always too annoyed as a child at my cousin's copy of Wonder Boy to even pick up Hudson's reworking of Sega's classic arcade game, but I must admit that I was very glad that I did, as it's a pretty solid experience on the Nintendo Game Boy. Of course, this has a lot to do with the fact that, despite its name, Adventure Island isn't a straight-up port of the NES original, but in fact its sequel, Adventure Island 2, a completely original work built on Wonder Boy's formula, and not the dreaded game itself. For those of you who don't know, the game sees you take control of Master Higgins, a short, pudgy caveman, based upon Hudson's spokesperson, Takashi Meijin, masterfully drawn on the game's box art by renowned manga and Famitsu illustrator Susumu Matsushita. Master Higgins must work his way through 8 islands with 4 stages and a boss fight apiece to rescue the Princess Tina. It's a basic concept, yes, but it certainly works. The game is a side-scrolling platformer that, adhering to the classic Mario formula, means you need to work your way from left to right until you reach your end goal. Unlike Super Mario, Higgins cannot kill enemies by jumping on their heads. In fact, Higgins has no form of offense at the start of each life. Instead, the player must break open dinosaur eggs throughout the levels, which reward the player with either a stone axe for throwing, or alternatively a playing card that allows you to call a dinosaur ally, all of which look pretty damn cool. Of course, the mandatory skateboard from Wonder Boy makes an appearance here, but due to the speed it generates, I've always thought it was more of a hindrance than a help, so I tend to ditch it wherever possible to avoid jumping over platforms and going to the great adventure in the sky. While you may see the game over screen a lot in your time playing Adventure Island, as you can die from touching an enemy, burning on a campfire, or depleting the 11 bars of health Higgins has, these not only tick down over time, but also if you accidentally mess up and jump and land on a rock. But don't let this worry you too much, as the game offers unlimited continues, and even in the worst case scenario, you only go back at most 2 levels. It can result in a lot of retreading the same ground, but when the levels are so short, you don't really mind it. And that brings me to the point that I really love about Adventure Island, its speed. Seriously, Sonic never really felt that fast to me, but this tubby little caveman can move. With the pressing down of a B button and the perfectly timed execution of jumps with the A button, you can quite easily clear a level in 10-20 seconds flat. And there is no greater sense of accomplishment than perfectly beating a level without the need for a stone axe or any other bullshit. Just you and your reflexes against some top-notch level design. Despite Matsushita's visual flair on the game's box art, nothing really about the environment or basic enemy sprites really blew me away visually. I mean, I understand that this type of game isn't shy to reuse the same tile sets from multiple worlds, but after their 5th iteration, I feel the level's visual dressing really became a little monotonous. I do have some other niggles with the level design, such as these ramps that due to their slopes won't allow you to jump, causing some pretty needless deaths and serious slowdown. The enemies flying in from off the screen can also be a bit of a pain in the ass, so my advice to you is if you've got a weapon, use it as much as you can to fire off screen in preparation. However, the one thing that really does get full marks in this game's visual department is its bosses. While all of them are based around the same hit it until it dies formula, don't let this dissuade you. They look really great, offer various projectiles to dodge, and above all else, are fun to tackle. While I wouldn't say that the general visuals or music of Adventure Islands are particularly mind-blowing, you will really enjoy its challenging gameplay and speed. It's a solid title that wholeheartedly deserves a few minutes of your time and pennies from your wallet. So get out there, save the princess, and above all else, just join in the adventure. And that brings us to the end of another episode of Boyographic, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please click the subscribe button and share this with some other people you think might be interested. You can also check out some more of our Boyographic videos where I look at the highs and lows of the Game Boy library one cart at a time. Why not check out some more Boy Curious videos where I look at some oddities and bootlegs for the Game Boy, and also our All the Glory, which are some non-death long plays. I've cut them out, obviously I die a couple of times while playing these games, but I wanted to pass on to you guys none of the deaths, but all of the glory. If you've also got Twitter, you can follow me there at Gameboyle, and until next week, Game Boys and Girls, game on.